Hi everyone, this is Triple T, and today I'm transforming DX9's Devetive, or their Prowl. And the transformation is so and so, I would wager, because you have to move plastic through plastic, and that can be a bit of a chore sometimes. I'm not fond of it. But open the doors so you can actually get the top part of the car off, like that. Now we get to hinge this back and away, so we extend him for a bit, because we need to extend him so we can actually do all the things we need to do. Pull the legs out, separate the feet, or legs rather, here. Now, the tricky part here is you have to do a lot of things at the same time, because we have to rotate things and get things undone. You have to get that above that, which is bending plastic over plastic, and I don't like that. Now we hinge this up and out, and come to the heel spur here. You need to pull out like that. We'll return to this later on because, yeah, you need to untab this side so you can actually rotate this around, because this is going to be his little toesies. Or was it the other way around? Oh, I don't like this. Okay. Now you have the toes in front. You have to rotate the side here and tab that into the side of the foot. Like that. And that is one leg done. Now, the heel spur isn't really a friend of mine. You can have it different ways. I think that you should have it like that. So you actually, but then it tilts backwards. So I don't really know how you should have that. Maybe you can just angle this depending on how you pose him. Well, let's do the other leg off camera, shall we? When you've got the legs done, or at least try to, he can actually stand. I don't know if this is a Gur car or not, but yeah, it looks fun. You have to separate this piece from the black bonnet piece here, because that loosens everything up. So I'm going to do that on both sides, because here you need to actually have lots of room. Underneath here you have the arms, and if you haven't already, you can fold those wheels out, because they need to be away from the arms. Now we're going to fold the arms out, so we need to open this up. And then we're going to stretch them out like that. Push the wheel towards the door and just push the arms out like so. Don't forget to close this up. Straighten the thingies out, and the chest transformation can be a bit of a bother, depending on if you want to have the shoulder cannons out or not. I'm going to have them out just to show you how they look. You can fold them together and just fold them down like that. But now we are going to actually have them out. So I'm going to try to get this past. And you do that by folding them up. It's the most easiest way. You can do this and just threading them past like that. I know you can do it another way, but I'm not capable of doing that. These pieces come in and sit in the middle. Like that. And then we're gonna angle his little hippie to the right angle there. And now we're getting somewhere. Those are going down for now. Let's get up on top here, because we need to scooch these sides forward. And don't bother trying to line these up, because I did that for a very long time, and I don't think they should be, because they, as you can see, one of them is tilting to the side and the other one isn't. So, well, something like that maybe. Now this is gonna come forward, this little hinge here. I'm going to show you which hinge I'm talking about in a minute. This hinge. Then we're going to put these little tabs into the ones that were holding the arms before. And you have to angle them so they actually go down. When you've gotten those down, be mindful of holding this down so it don't go up again, because it will. It will. Here you have the head on a little swivel. Push that to the side and rotate that around. Okay, the peg just broke on my, went loose, so I'm going to rotate this, and then I'm going to try to fix this. But before I do, I'm going to fold this up, because this is going to be felled up, so I have more room to transform him. So I'll be right back. Well, before I peg these back on, you have to fold these sides up. Not in, but up, because they are the side of the chest there. They're going in under the arms. Now let's see if I can put this back where it should be, like so. And unfortunately, they do go in, so if you push them too far, they will go all the way, unfortunately. The headpiece have been repaired, and now I'm going to fold this forward. And I'm going to try to tab this into the sides like that. And they won't go in just yet, because you have to, in here, you have a tab on the door, and it's going to go into the window on the side here, and just push as far as you can, and have him standing up if you are able, without the chest getting away. This is such a horrible transformation. Nothing really works as it should, and they do depend too much on friction, which doesn't work at all with this bot. But there you have him in his robot mode, and you can flick these in if you want to. Stand up. A little addendum. I transformed him again, and this time I actually learned how this chest should be transformed. It should be on the inner peg or slide, not the outer one. So now it actually stays where it should. Now we're going to get him transformed into a car again. And to do that, it's best to start with the feet. Keep the heel spurs out for now. Fold this piece out, like so. You have a little ball peggy hinge in there, so you can actually give everything you need some room. Get this untabbed, rotate this back, and then we're going to put this in and over this edge. And this is again what I don't like with these things, because I don't like pushing things past plastic, which is kind of scary. And then you tab that in there. After that, you fold that little heel spur down. When you've gotten both legs as they should be, just tab them together. You can scooch them up if you want to, but it's not necessary to do that right now. We can just have them out here, so we actually get some room up here. Okay. We're going to untab the windshield like that. Oh, I'm not a fan of... Okay, I'm not going to complain when I transform. So we get everything up, and out. This with piece with the head. Let's see if we can actually move it backwards, as we should. And you get that backwards like so. Before you get it all the way, you fold these panels out. So you're ready. And fold this to the back. And have it sitting like that. For now. Now we're going to hinge these in, and you can of course fold them so they come like back like that. Fold these out because they need to be on top, and these are going under them like that. Again, fold that out, rotate this about so you can just scooch this over, and this is how you want things looking. And these side panels should be down, of course. Yep. Okay. Now we are going to try to fix the arms first. You are going to open up this piece, and you have a little slot for the shoulder here. So you're going to fold this over. You can do that inside, it's easier. I say easier, but it's still not easy. Fold it over and close the arm up, like so. Now, for the hands, they are going to be, I don't like this, felled downwards, and the fingers are going to be bent around the, the body of the arm there. The thumbs are going to go press down for some reason. And when we're done with that, we can actually tab this in and see to it that this actually is tabbed in well enough. Rotate this to the correct angle so you can actually just tab the wheel in to the arm there. This is a bit of a fiddly thing, but you can do it. Keep the thumb upwards there, or downwards rather. When you've gotten it all correctly, you have a hinge here that you're going to fold all the way in there. So this piece, this waist piece, actually tabs onto those pegs with these ridges like that. Press that in. And this is why it's important to have the sides down, because otherwise you just won't get the sides where they should be. Fold the windows up and truncate the body. Fold this piece backwards and be mindful that the head is rotated so that it sits in these little grooves, and that the hinge here goes between his legs. Otherwise this won't work, and this can be fairly... Well, no, it was easy. Okay, I'm just going to tab everything together before anything happens. Very good. And every time I do this, I have a problem with this not really going in, but still, it works. Tab the door in. You have a tab here and here. I'll show you again. You have a tab there and one there, one there, and one there, and they're going into those ports, of course, not the other way around. And just squeeze things together. And whether you are satisfied with the end result or not, this is him in alt mode.